Pairing Bah Humbug with Weeping Willow might give the impression that I associate the holiday season with misanthropy and melancholia. But that's not entirely the case. It just so happens that these are the next inks, numbers 12 and 13, from Diamine's 2023 Inkvent calendar. I'm able to demonstrate them because Sarah from Sarah Bailey Arts kindly donated the entire set, and I've been having a blast. Hi, I'm Irene. This is Inkworks, and we're at session number 9? That's right, 9. The first 5 videos in this Plotter Ink Journal series featured single inks, but I like doing 2 at a time now because 1, there are a whopping 25 in the set, which at my pace would take years to complete, and 2, in the rare case of a less than stellar ink, the whole video won't feel like a bummer. It's actually not weird to tie the holidays to misanthropy. One of the most famous Christmas stories ever involves a character who is transformed from a misanthrope to a philanthrope, after all. So no wonder it's on my mind. That, and I just finished the gruesome novel, Victorian Psycho. Now, thanks to a nice, comfy, cozy mystery, my palate's been cleansed. Bah Humbug is what Diamine calls a chameleon ink, one that has color-changing shimmer. Full disclosure, my eyesight is impaired, and I need to get a new pair of glasses. So, to me, it just looks like pretty pink shimmer over a deep wine-like red. It's embarrassing as an art hobbyist who plays with color all the time, but I often waffle over the terms wine, maroon, and burgundy. Surely there are differences, but I keep forgetting what they are. Cranberries. Are they not the best? Sauces and chutneys, juices and cocktails, sweet tart additions to cereals or cheeses, salads or cookies. One of my favorite Costco items is the craisins in the big resealable bag. I toss those in everything. Wait, no, not everything. Listen to the voice of experience. Cranberries do not belong in ramen. Chilled ramen noodle salad? Yes. Steaming hot ramen broth? No. Speaking of food, Victorian Psycho takes place during the holidays, and there's a chapter titled In which a sumptuous Christmas Eve feast is enjoyed and festivities are held. It contains 6 or 7 paragraphs describing an appetite-killing spread of boar's head, sheep's brains, stew of tripe, and roast swan. Hatched in June and separated from its parents in September, then fattened on grass and barley, the obese cygnet was slaughtered as soon as it grew its white plumage, just in time for Christmas. My torso trembles with a frisson of pleasure when I picture the scullery maids washing the blood off the feathers, perhaps one of them licking it off her fingers. Seriously, the main character has a thing for licking. Most disturbing, though, is the wordage. Tough, acrid, gnawing, bulging, crunches, gnashed, slurped, excreted. It was enough to put me off my lunch. Weeping Willow is a bit brownish and therefore right up my alley. There are hints of green and pink, or perhaps I wasn't thorough while cleaning the brush after Bah Humbug. In any case, you've heard of sheen monsters? Well, Weeping Willow has 0 sheen, but plenty of shading. That's where color saturation or ink flow varies from stroke to stroke. Yeah, I'm calling this one a shade monster. Actually, it reminds me of Inaho from Pilot's Iroshizuku line. Inaho was discontinued several years ago, before I had a chance to experience, fall in love with, or buy a bottle of. The sample I had is long gone, but I keep the empty vial on my shelf to periodically stroke while shedding a tear. So I'd include Weeping Willow in the same family of pale earthy inks, the kind that looks like the spatter on your pants after stomping through a mud puddle. That's the food lover's companion I'm transcribing. For this ink, I chose the entry for honey. Have you ever consumed fresh honeycomb? Sometimes I see it on fancier buffets and cheese boards. It's delicious, but what are you supposed to do with the masticated wax? Choke it down or stick it under a table, like used up chewing gum? Not that I would ever do that. Rude. I'm just asking questions. And what of the mess? All of that residual stickiness. Is it gauche to lick it off your fingers and other surfaces? And now I'm back to Victorian Psycho and the licking. Ugh. I had quite a fight with Google Docs over gauche just now. It kept correcting it to gouache. Of course, it didn't help that I was misspelling the word to begin with. There might be some irony there. If only I were a smidge sharper to fully appreciate it. So I've been watching German Christmas market videos and, of course, a whole slew of yummy-looking breads and meats and cheeses. But did you know there is something called Bienenstich, which is made with honey? Bienenstich literally means bee sting. It's a layered dessert combining a yeast cake, custard cream, and honeyed almonds. It's popular in Germany to accompany a Kaffeeklatsch, or afternoon coffee and gossip. Doesn't that sound delightful? I want to go to a Kaffeeklatsch. Where else am I going to spill some tea about the latest fountain pen drama? Oh, that's right. I can do that here. So, have you heard about the whole Reddit thing? I'm happy to share this ink swatching session. Thanks for visiting and sticking around till the end. Sticking. Until next time, remember, maroon, wine, and burgundy are more than just French. Okay, maroon is a stretch, but it is close to marron, which is French for brown. That's not even close to red. Whatever. Stay artsy, my friends.